And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today we're taking a look at snake oil. Now, I already reviewed snake oil, I believe, last year, but this is a new edition from Out of the Box Publishing. This is a party game which, according to the box, is the best party game in the world. What's the whole idea of snake oil? The whole idea of snake oil is to sell you something. I call some people snake oil salesmen because they're so good at being able to get you something. I mean, this is really a great game. I guess some people have called me that, but I'm honest. I am, really. At the beginning of the game, each player is going to get a handful of 6-word cards like desk, anger, shower, warm, worm, excuse, fart, vacuum, button, patch, bridge, night, handle, freedom, game, hook, pocket, candy. And there is a lot of these cards that you will be handing out to the different players. One player is the customer. That player is given a card and they're going to pick one of the two sides of that card. So they might be a priest, or a frat boy, a hitchhiker, or a couch potato, a babysitter, superhero, Santa, well, underwear got in there somehow, rapper, etc. So we look at these and I say, I will be a pirate of the card that I have. So everyone is now going to look at their hands of cards and they're going to pick 2 cards to try to make a combination that will please me as a pirate. So the first guy plays 2 cards, everyone plays 2 cards, and then they're going to turn them over and we make the pitch. And I say, oh, come on now. A pirate needs to work, obviously, but he also needs a gun. Everyone needs a gun. This is a hammer gun. Come on, we've all watched Final Fantasy. We know that hammer guns are possible. They have sword guns and such. This is a great idea for a pirate. The next guy says, no, you'd rather have a revenge closet. A revenge closet for all your mortal enemies. You stick them into this closet. In this closet, they are stabbed and beaten, and it just does all kinds of cool things for you, and you don't have to worry about it. The third guy says, no. Better than that. You need some cheese soap. You're out in the ocean for a long time. We all know pirates like cheese. They like to stab it with their knife and stick it in their mouth. Pirates need soap. So this can function as cheese and soap, and since we know pirates' taste buds are kind of off the wall anyway, they won't notice that they're eating soap. Fourth guy says, well, I just have one thing. Pirate needs a good mustache, also known as a lip wig. You may not be able to grow such a great mustache, but you may be able to get one. No one need ever know. It's you for the pirate. So the pirate looks at these and goes, do I want the lip wig, do I want the soap cheese, do I want the revenge closet, or the hammer gun? Now, if this was me picking, this would be a tough call, but I think I would take the revenge closet. Every pirate needs one of those. The person who played Revenge Closet then gets the pirate card. And then the next person becomes a customer. And that person might decide to be a pro wrestler. Or that person might decide to be a castaway, etc. And then we play more cards. We do the same thing. Once everyone has been the customer once, whoever has the most customer cards is the winner. Although you could play where everyone's the customer twice or 3 times or 4 times. It doesn't really matter. Okay, this new version, the new box version, is great. It fits on the shelf with all the other out-of-the-box new party games and fits really well. As a party game, this is good. I have one caveat. Let me go with a negative thing first. The problem that snake oil has is a couple things. One, unlike, there's a lot of party games, and party games are fun. This one can be played up by people who will say, oh, well, even though you made the best pitch, I'm not going to give you the card because that will give you the game and I'm just not going to give it to you. Okay, well, people who play like that shouldn't be playing party games in the first place, and you should avoid them at all costs. But it's still possible to do that on a somewhat, if you're like, I don't know which one's better, well, I'm going to pick you because you're not winning. I mean, that is a possibility of that happening. So that is a negative. But other than that, it's good. The cards are great. You're going to, there's not thousands of cards in the box, but the combination between the cards is immense. How many cards are in this box? 324. So you can mix 324 cards with any other 323 cards. It's huge amounts of combinations that you'll be able to play. And I do, there's lots of different customers. I mean, there's not as many as I would have added twice the amount of customers, but they're good customers because you're thinking there, and when you're selling to a pro wrestler, it's very different than when you're selling to a pirate, and the items are different. So really the combinations in a box are great. This game really goes over well. I've never really seen it do poorly. It comes out, even someone who's not really good can get into that mode and say, come on, this is a really cool idea. And I've seen people sell absolute junk. You put it out there and say, that's dumb. That's a stupid idea, and yet they managed to sell it, thus earning the name of the game, Snake Oil. And it can be really fun and humorous to watch. This is a very good party game from Out of the Box Publishing, Snake Oil.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the front door.
Yeah.